Hello, I'm Bridget Cayley.
And I'm Angelika Tupolsky.
And this is Lying 101, otherwise known as deceptive disclosure.
Sometimes, complete honesty is not the ideal choice for communication because often it has unpleasant consequences. In these situations, people prefer to use the method of self-disclosure, which is a process whereby we deliberately choose to reveal something about ourselves. As the definition suggests, self-disclosure has three main parts. The first part is, the revelation must be deliberate. An accidental slip of the tongue is not considered disclosure. The information must also be significant, which ties into the last point, being that the information must not be known by others. Trivial facts or stating your feelings are not considered disclosure.
According to our communication textbook, Looking Out, Looking In, there are three common alternatives to self-disclosure that we can use when we decide that honesty is not the best policy. These alternatives are lying, equivocating, and hinting. Today, Angie and I will be discussing lying, which can be found in our textbook on pages 388 to 390.
To most of us, lies are separated into two categories: cruel, deceitful lies that are capable of breaching trust and act against our ethical code, and those little white lies that are more easily dismissed because they are unmalicious and can even spare the feelings of the person to whom the lie is told. Can you remember the last time you told a lie? More than likely, you can catch yourself in a lie in everyday conversation. Let's take a look at some examples that our classmates were willing to share with us.
Hey guys, thanks for coming to Lying 101. Let's start by getting some examples of times people lied. Can anyone think of an example?
I can actually.
Okay.
I actually had a job interview for the local public transit system, and of course they want to know about my driving history and record, and I actually had two really minor accidents on there, kind of like little fender benders. They were my fault, but they were settled pretty discreetly, so I didn't really mention it, and yeah, so I guess I kind of lied about that.
Sounds like you could lie, especially since they couldn't catch you. What about anyone else? Has anyone ever lied at, work or school?
Yeah, I've lied at work. I'm a lab tech at the local hospital, and I would always work the afternoon shift. And the guy that was there before me, he would either leave his bench a complete mess, or there would always be work that hasn't been done. So instead of dealing with him, what I did was I went to my supervisor and told him I could no longer work the afternoon shift because my wife had been switched to afternoons and there would be nobody at home to watch her daughter.
Another excellent example. Okay, what about a time that someone lied to a loved one or a friend maybe?
Oh, that's me. I have a friend who's an art major, and one time she had this major final art project, and she asked me for my opinion. And it looked like complete crap. I didn't get it at all. But of course I had to tell her that I loved it, and then I pretended like I knew anything about abstract art. I guess it made our friendship better in the long run.
Alright, I can understand that. What about, has anyone ever lied to make themselves look better?
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes I try to, I don't want to seem too eager when you first start dating, so I just make up lies, make up plans so I don't have to see the person too often.
Alright, good examples guys, thank you.
Jessica's lying is an example of lying to save face. These lies are usually justified because they prevent embarrassment, disapproval, or punishment. It's much easier to say, "Sorry, I didn't get your invitation," than to admit that you never wanted to attend the party in the first place.
Brian lied in order to prevent tension and conflict in the given situation. Sometimes, it may seem more worthwhile to tell a lie than to start a conflict. Blaming your behavior on being stressed or tired is a better way to avoid conflict than to admit you are mad at someone.
Angie lied to be nice, in order to maintain a proper social interaction. Sometimes we lie in everyday simple conversations, so we ensure that our relationships run smoothly. For example, faking interest in mindless coffee banter is a way that we can appear to be more socially interactive. Sometimes lying is needed to expand or reduce relationships. Angie lied about being really interested in art to expand her relationship with her friend. However, people can lie to reduce a relationship as well. For example, if someone wishes to end a romantic relationship, they might lie and say, "It's me, not you," when in all truth the break is really because of the other person.
Amar lied to possible dates so that he seemed popular and gained control by turning people down. Sometimes we tell lies to make it seem like we are in control, or we tell lies to gain confidential information to get the upper hand. Whether it's the right thing to do,
Or for selfish reasons,
everybody lies. But we must remember that there are selfish reasons embedded in truths as well, so lies are equally an integral part of skilled communication. Thank you for watching, and remember that sometimes
honesty is not always the best policy.